Starship's advanced design is said to have NASA officials expletive. That means shitting the bed.
He just goes ahead and says it.
Oh my God. See, when you write it and you put the stars in,
Yeah.
you have a choice to read it or not, right? You know what it says. So first of all, I have to give a little bit of an update on the last video clip we showed off Reddit that had resurfaced was actually old. So the
one where it crashed?
The one where it crashed?
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, that's like a year old.
Oh.
Even though the Reddit post was recent. And people had said conspiracy people had said that the reason that it's resurfacing is because people are trying to tarnish Elon.
Like us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Unknowingly.
We've effectively tarnished. No, actually, I went into the clip portion and I removed that where I mentioned the date of the post. I removed that portion of it.
Oh, okay.
And in the main show, I removed that portion of it so that people can look it up. But you know, it's really strange how clips resurface. Mm-hmm. How something would be very popular like a year ago, and then depending on the type of clip it is, it can come back around.
Right.
Like almost like a fashion trend. A year later, that clip's making the rounds again.
Yeah.
I noticed this with fight clips. I noticed this with instant karma clips.
Oh, yeah.
The world will just need one of those.
Or fails.
Yeah, fail clips. Yeah. The world will just need one of those at a given moment. And then inevitably, it'll resurface.
Right. It fills the need.
Don't worry, Will. I fixed it up, man. You're panicking right now.
No, I just want to show the people
people out
what
there.
it was, but
don't worry about it. No.
Well,
Well, I fixed it up, Will. Don't you worry, man. Like when you were there, you were sleeping. You were all cozy under the covers, and I was at home just fixing things up. All right.
Okay. Well, I'm glad.
It's my own fault in the first place because I was reading the date of the post instead of the date of the looking up the date of the video clip. But anyway, I wanted to make sure that we got that sorted out. But that's not what this other tab was about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got to go back to it. Apparently, all right, listen. SpaceX, according to this website, Interesting Engineering, and to some quotes from individuals close to the matter, apparently SpaceX is just way ahead of the game. Everybody else who's trying to do this space stuff, it's too expensive because they don't have this reusable element, the stuff that Elon's been talking about. And I listened at length when he was, last time he was on Lex Friedman's podcast, talking about how key the reusability is for this to make any sense,
right?
To be going up to space on a frequent basis. You think about it, Mo, when you watch the sci-fi, the ships, they land.
Yeah.
The ships, they land. They refuel, they go again.
Yeah.
All right, we can't be exploding. We can't be landing in the ocean.
Build it again.
We can't be leaving it in space. No. We can't be, we're going to need that rocket back. So anyway, apparently the stuff that NASA's working on is like in the billions each launch. And Elon's target is like $1 million a launch in terms of cost because you're able to get so much of it back.
The precious materials.
And
it makes that big of a difference?
Target. That's a target, Mo.
Oh, okay.
It's a target, Mo.
Okay.
But yeah, it's also the difference between, like, his whole approach has been around the economic viability of the thing. That's been the target. Yeah. And, well, that's kind of the private approach as well, right? If you're a private company, you want to eventually you're going to have to make money with it.
Yeah.
And SpaceX is a private company. At his latest Starship presentation, SpaceX CEO Musk highlighted the fact that Starship will be reusable over and over again at a fraction of the cost of previous rockets. Here's another thing, Mo, to consider. Each time it goes up and comes back accordingly and in good order and in good shape, the cost of using it goes down.
Yeah.
The construction cost.
Right.
It's more value because the majority of the cost is upfront.
Yeah.
Right? It's like it doesn't, like refueling your car. You don't have to buy a new one every time.
Car, yeah, exactly.
I don't think you want to do that.
No, it's too expensive to live like that.
While it has long been known that Starship would be reusable, the advanced capabilities reportedly have other space organizations, including NASA, worried that their own in-development rocket projects would be rendered obsolete. This is coming from a top Washington space lobbyist who also goes by the name Elon Musk, or his best friend. No, I'm just saying, like, this person is not labeled. There's no name there. So it's just somebody in Washington talking about space. Starship is designed to be the first reusable spacecraft that will be able to take crew and cargo to the moon and Mars before returning to Earth. By contrast, NASA's Space Launch System for its Artemis moon landing missions has gone billions of dollars over the original budget estimations and is years behind schedule. SLS mission will cost approximately $2 billion per launch.
Wow.
$2 billions for NASA's version. So I just want to make sure people realize what's going on over there. It's not just about getting up to space. It's not just about launching up there. It's about doing so in a manner that could actually be useful for humans, because $2 billion, you're up and you're in and out. You're up and done. Another couple years, it's just not feasible to be doing it on a frequent basis. It's a lot of cash, well, for anybody,
Too much.
even for NASA. Yeah, that's right. It's too much.
It's just too much.
You need to fly out there to their headquarters,
tell
walk
them,
straight to the
hey.
boardroom and be, it's too much. What you're doing, it's too much. They're like, did Elon send you? You're like, yes. I am a lobbyist from Washington.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
They're like, aren't you Mo from that show on the internet? You're like, no. I am a lobbyist from Washington, and that's all that I'll say about it.
Yeah.
Too much.
Fisker touts 31,000 reservations for its Ocean SUV as production draws closer. Fisker's still hanging in there, and they're touting. They're busy touting.
I like that.
You like when
Yeah,
somebody
the
touts?
tout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've read enough headlines since doing this show to be very familiar with touting.
Okay.
Tout is a popular headline. It's used way more frequently than it would be used in real life. Like the last time that you said tout to me with a straight face, never happened.
Yeah.
There was no last time.
Impossible.
However, you keep feeding me headlines and we're going to hit a tout here and there.